people are confused as to where you stand on Tinubu. Are you his fan? Do you like him? Because today they will say, you know, during the election, you say one thing, another thing you say, if you met him, you will like him. You know, if you're
no,
using that as an analogy or something else.
That was some sinister reporting from Vanguard.
Okay.
You know, I mean, shame on them. Right. You know, really. I was saying, what I said in the program was that many of the people fighting Tinubu today, if they had access to him, they will not fight him.
I got it.
They will love him.
Yes.
It's not that I'm saying that, oh, if you had access, you know, so they took the first part of the statement out and used just the other part of the statement.
Yes.
Because we all do it also. We turn ourselves to everybody. They meet one oppressor. So far the oppressor is good to them. You come and meet, this man is a good man because he was good to you. Are you everybody?
Yeah.
Come on. You
know. Right. So what is your feeling towards Tinubu?
You know, my relationship with him on a personal level is one that is very robust in terms of, how would I put it? I grew up knowing him as an uncle. He was very good friends with Uncle Beko. He was a political mentor to me growing up as a child. Many of the ideas that I understand today, it was this man that taught me as a kid growing up. Knowing them fighting the fight for democracy in this country with Nadeko, even when he went on exile, Uncle Wale Soyinka, you know, this was the Uncle Beko, Uncle Wale, and Ashiwaju. So even in his first term as governor, I performed all the shows that he did in his rallies. Right. You know, and I've always been close to him personally, but I don't have any political relationship with him. And even at that, I don't think it's anybody's business, you know? I've not been to his house in years, except I need to see him for national issue, you know? So these things that people say, you know, just still to tarnish your image, to make you feel like, you know, they want to diminish you by force. Oh, everybody must be paid for what they are saying. Yeah. No. Right. What is the truth is the truth. And I say it regardless of fair or favor of anybody. So
this is not about you supporting his presidency. This is just you.
No, I always support Nigeria and Nigerian people. I've never supported any presidency. Right. If the presidency supports Nigeria, it will meet my support.
So does this presidency support Nigeria?
Not so far. No.
Something that you mentioned that was so powerful. You mentioned PTSD. There was a post that Reno Mokri posted when you were arrested.
Yeah.
And said you were suffering PTSD. Did you see it? Did you appreciate it?
I can't really say anything in details about that case. I've told you.
So no, this is...
So don't try and send me to...
No, this is not the case. So this is Reno's comment.
Yes, but Reno's comment about the case.
So you can't even say, okay, right, okay. So we'll have to talk about it after this case is over. Because I want to get your thoughts about what Reno said.
No problem. Off your mic.
I should off my mic, but I've done my best. The audience should know. Let it be recorded. And I've done my best to ask Seun about this. Now, one thing that was concerned you that you responded to though was when people said something about you and your wife, that this shows that you were... Why did you feel the need to respond to that? Because this was a fringe
because they were really, was for me very callous. That's the one I would not even accept.
What was the callous thing that they said?
You know, because first of all, I feel that it was jealousy.
Okay.
That their own wife, as I said, you know, their wives don't respect them because they are not men of honor. Yes, they are not men of honor. They lie to the women, they abuse them. It's only when they want to oppress, they remember they're African men. Hey, I'm an African man.
Right.
You know? So to see a man that can speak to his wife and she listens without talking back or arguing, it was paining their soul. Right. Suddenly they turned out to abusive, husband. No, I'm just respected in my house. And I've never abused my wife. Even my daughter, she's going to be 10 in December. Yeah. I've not beaten her once before. Her mom has beaten her. And it has caused arguments in the house. Right. You know, if you have to beat the child, you have lost the argument and the battle.
If you have to beat the child,
come on,
you lost the
what's up?
Right.
You know, and if you cannot make a 7-year-old see reason, then you are the one that has a problem.
If you cannot make a 7-year-old see reason, then you are the one.
No, you don't lose your temper. The way some people beat their children, I'm like, man, that's that PTSD right there.
That's the PTSD.
I'm telling you.
We saw you on the runway in Paris. You know your people on social media, they say, Seun has mellowed after he left prison. But even that, just even that whole process, you know, it was amazing to see you in that way. Seun on the runway, how did that happen?
I think prison has made me more determined.
Right.
You know, because I've been there now. So this is it. Okay, fine. Right. So I think I'm more determined, maybe more deliberate in my actions and efforts, you know, so not a lot of things are off the cuff anymore.
Right.
you know,
Right.
because that's the lesson I've learned, you know.
Right.
Because you learn a lot too. In those 8 days, 8 days is long enough for you to learn who your friends are,
Yeah.
who your fake friends are,
Yeah.
who's there for you, who's not there for you. I mean, it's real quick. You learn that real quick.
Learn that quick.
You know, life just comes at you, shows you things. You grow up.
grow up.
It was moments to grow up, but
So Paris, what was that about?
it was a job. You know, it was a job. You know,
It wasn't any mellowing. You're just doing your normal
no,
work.
they gave me the offer. It was good. You know, people don't know I'm sexy because
I love it. People,
because I'm humble.
yes,
So I don't really go around,
yes.
you know, PRing, selling myself like a gala. You know, so it was good to let people
Just
see
give them a
that,
taste.
listen,
I can do this thing.
Yetunde is enjoying.
I'm going to look for trouble. When I interviewed you 20 years ago, you and Femi were not in a great place. And I asked you about it. You know, we had a long conversation about it, you know. And I don't want to repeat some of the things that were said, but you were very angry at the time. What has led to the reconciliation in the family, between you and Femi, between you and your family? How did that happen?
Through dialogue, you know, as I said, you know, that's how all conflicts are resolved. People that really want unity are willing to talk.
You said that.
You know, so that's what we did, you know. Yeah. And also, I don't really think people say we are quarreling or we are bitter. I don't think that was really the case.
At that time, that was what people were saying in the media.
Yeah,
you
but
sounded
you know,
angry, Osheun.
Nah. First of all, you know, as I said, Nigerian media.
I mean, you were around 20 at the time, so maybe that's why.
No. My dad died, I was 14.
Yes.
You know, me and my brother were, our beef was settled before I was 20. You know,
Right.
like we started talking again. But
You told me that, Seun, you told me that.
What did I tell you?
You told me that he was oppressing you.
well, if I said that, you know, as I said, that was then.
Okay, then.
You know, because there was lots of, as I said, misinformation
Right,
and misunderstanding.
Yeah.
But the real issue wasn't even all of that. What we didn't also grasp was the vacuum that the death of a man like my dad would create. Different things were happening in our family at that moment until we understood that, you know, regardless of what anybody's saying, family first, you know, so.
Yeah. First, you've mentioned Mohbad, you mentioned Naira Marley. First, so you have allowed me to ask the question. What do you think of that situation and the way that Nigerians have responded? You know, there's protests on the streets, people are saying people should speak out. What do you think of that situation?
We must not seek injustice in the name of justice. You know, to say, oh, parade Naira Marley and because they parade Seun Kuti. Yeah. So that's the point I'm going to make. So a lot of people are saying, oh, they first started that, oh, Mohbad and I played the show in Ikorodu together. Oh, Mohbad was at the show. Seun Kuti, why are you not speaking up? You're not at the show. Speaking up, I didn't see who killed. See, speaking up when I don't know anything, just to speak up for the fun of it. You know? We are still fighting with people that steal private parts, that they lie. This one started in the 80s. We are still battling it, that women turned bird in the sky and turned to human being on the ground. Do you know how many old, poor women have lost their life? Beaten only. Okay. No rich man wife don't fall before.
I'm sorry, it's not funny what you
No, it's true.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it is how our elites watch all these movies that they sponsor. They intentionally want these rumors out there so that we see our enemies within ourselves. Go and watch their film. Your father wants to kill you, your mother wants to kill you, your brother wants to kill you, your sister wants to kill you, your best friend wants to kill you. Everybody feeling that trusting nobody is some kind of healthy, positive way to... If you isolate your mind like that, you are hurting yourself more than the people you say you don't trust. Yeah. In fact, you start not trusting yourself. You know, so...
Do you think it's irresponsible the way that celebrities have just come out to bay for blood?
It is irresponsible. It is very irresponsible.
It is irresponsible.
It is irresponsible.
Yeah.
It is irresponsible to point fingers at something like this when we are not sure. I don't know how to say it too, because we don't know, say one day it can be you. That's just what it is. I experienced it. That's why even though I didn't experience it, I will not join in mob action against anything. This is cyber mob action.
Right.
You know? Right. Virtual mobbing.
Right.
You know? But knowing what I know today still, being who I am, I don't want to join people in pointing accusatory fingers at somebody like that, without evidence, without anything. And
so Naira Marley deserves his day in court. He's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is Nigeria. Naira Marley always has case in court. Please, leave the Malians, let the Malians breathe. You know? It's true. I mean, he always has case in court. He went to the SOP that time. I mean, so listen.
Yeah.
I really hope that justice is served.